Hi guys, this is Ben from Salmia, and today I'm going to be talking about the Arpegear Hane. So this is Topping's entry into the IEM market, and they've come up with a single dynamic driver set, a 10mm DD, at price of $129. So what stands out about this set? What stands out about this set compared to anything else that's in the market? It's got 4 tuning switches, and the tuning switches work. So I'm not sure whether you can see it here. You need a little tuning tool. Okay, so you can move it up and down, and it gives you up to 16 tuning combinations based on how you position the switches. So the default is all down, so you got 4 down switches. You can move it like down, up, down, or however many way you want to. So if it's all off, the tuning is neutral. It's got a nice kind of very clean sound. But if you move up the first switch, it raises the bass by 2 decibels. The second one goes by 4 dB. So if you do first and the second switches up, you will get a total of 6 dB. The third switch, on the other hand, is a bit different. The third switch, it attenuates the treble. So if you're not a fan of anything that is too sharp, it helps to cut that down a little bit. The fourth switch, on the other hand, raises the treble. So if you have the third and fourth switch up, it actually attenuates the treble a little bit. So it kind of moderates a little bit. Can be a nice sound, but I'm going to get into that shortly. In terms of the tuning, the bass, when you have the tuning switches up for the first or the second one, or even both, you get very nice, powerful bass, but you don't get the resolution, you don't get the layering, or it's not quality bass, it's a quantity. Likewise with the treble, if you have the last switch up with the others down, you might find that it can get a bit spicy. So that's why Topping added that third switch for you to attenuate the treble if you find that's an issue. To me, one other thing is, if you were to flip, let's say, one of the bass switches up, let's say it's like the second one or the first one, and you combine that with the last one. So let's say it's up, down, up, or down, up. The treble actually is lessened a little bit, so it's not as spicy. So we know how it works in terms of tuning. So right, it helps to cut back on the spiciness of the treble. In terms of the mids, it's there. Nothing much to talk about. There's not much resolution. It's not recessed. It's neutral. It's there. The good thing about this set is it's actually quite accurate. It remains coherent when you are doing the changes in the tuning. It doesn't sound odd or distorted in any way. So that's one of the strengths of it. So even if you put all the switches up, all 4 switches up, it still sounds fine. Any combination of the switches I've tried, I think I haven't tried all 16. I don't think I have, but I've tried most of them. They all sound fine. They all sound good in their own way. My personal preference is DU, doo-doo. So that's down, up, and it gives it a a dynamic sound with bright treble and also a punchy bass. So I like that very much. But again, it's really your decision on how you want to do it. To me, the key thing to talk about with this set, since tuning the sound signature really isn't a conversation point, is in terms of technicalities. And the technicalities for this set is basically just average throughout. In terms of the soundstage, it's just average, not very wide, not very deep, and not very tall. Imaging isn't very good either. My test track for this is Miles Davis Blue in Green, and the trumpet is tilted slightly to the right, very, very, very slightly to the right. But on this set, it's right in the middle. So you know that tells you that it's not a really good ability for this. Layering, separation, everything is all average. Resolution, clarity, average. Nothing to write home about. So in that case, who is this set for? So this set is essentially, I'd say it's probably useful for people who are new to the audiophile hobby, or somebody with a limited budget wants to try something new, not really sure what their preference is. So it could work for them. So also for people who just want to focus on the music, not interested in technicalities, something to play music in the background, it works pretty well. Like my favorite setting, I quite enjoy it. If I'm not thinking about technicalities, if I'm not concerned about, hey, where's the sound stage, where's the left and right and all that, then it's actually really good for that. But which brings me to the price then, because at $130, what are you paying for? I'd say, again, we go back to technicalities. I'd say that if you're looking at $130, you can get sets with better technicalities there. The Moondrop Aria 2 comes to mind, so that's better. But if you're talking about versatility, the ability to change the sound in terms of what you feel like at that point in time, then this is a good set. It does the work. It's actually quite good at doing that without distorting the sound, or it sounds cohesive. So a good try from Topping. I'm actually looking forward to what they come up with next. If they keep to the same tuning switches, the same approach, I think if they improve the quality in terms of the drivers and then the engineering, I think they could probably be onto something that's really interesting. So thank you very much for watching. Oh, let me give it a score. I think for me, this the balance of the score would be between how versatile it is versus the technicalities. I'm a technical person, so for me, it doesn't score that well. I'm just giving it a 58. But if you are looking at it purely from a sound perspective, I think it's definitely worth exploring. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Would appreciate that. Thank you.